The last round of salvaging brought in more than just resources. It brought a realization. My storage is a mess, my defenses are nearly non-existent, and offloading from the rover is gonna be a chore. So before I head off scouting or chasing new signals, I need to lock this base properly down. Today's focus is expanding storage, improving transfer systems, and building a perimeter defense grid. It's not glamorous work, but out here, it's the difference between having a place to come back to or becoming just another abandoned outpost buried in the sand. We're gonna trigger this on again and go down to the next level. That means we're gonna extend another piston. Now, I don't think I have enough space, especially after I will be dropping all of this inside here and all of this inside there as well. So I think we need to expand and build a container area here on the outside. And I'm thinking about kind of replacing this, what we have here, into like 2 container silos. So we kind of keep the same like structure look, but we have 2 containers instead of these pointless 2 pieces of iron. So I'm gonna grind this all down. And we just need to remember how this looked if we want to copy this over. Now, make sure that I don't have anything poking out. There we go. Now, I think we should have a refinery here that we could do. Let's remove all this already. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a conveyor line in the middle, maybe with a connector on the outside, and then we'll have a container to the left and a container to the right. That means we will need 1, 2, 3 blocks, so I think we can remove everything. Alright, so let's get the containers out. 8. I'm going to have 1 here, and I need interior plates for that. I'm gonna have 1 here. I'm gonna have 1 here. All right, so these are 2 extra containers. We're gonna put a conveyor line in between. This can just be a pipe if I find one. Like that. Then we need a cross because I need to go out. So we need a conveyor. And then another pipe. Right, so those are 2 containers. We might have to bulk this out a little bit, but on the outside, I think we need to work with a full block again, just to make sure that this is pretty well protected against any attacks we're going to have in the future. Medical bay will be handy in the future. Or I need to build a recharge station, which we should be able to do now with the on the components we write down. Holy moly, this storm glitching out is so unimmersive. Is this because of one of the mods maybe? I don't know. Alright, and then what I'm gonna do now, we're gonna build a similar structure that existed before. I need some white. There we go. I'm just preparing these for when we ever do turrets on this, which might be sooner than expected. Assembled. If there's one thing I would like to see as well added to the future is like a possibility to disable survival kits, refinery, and production so that it doesn't show up anymore in the production list. I think it's time to actually first focus on getting the car container connected off that rover. And I think we're gonna do, let me see, how high are you? You are about this height. The conveyor is gonna be here. So if we put a conveyor above here and then an elbow and a straight pipe, another straight pipe, and I think we're gonna put a hinge on that. So we can tilt this down if it's needed. And then a connector on this. There we go. Alright, so do I need to? Doesn't matter. Let's leave the rover on it for the moment. We just need to get this on the right side. Alright, so now we just need to do the same on this side. Should we work with an elbow here? I think it might work if we just lift this up a tad. And then we do this. I would say a pipe and then a connector. Okay, so we're gonna have to drive a little bit closer and then tilt the other one down a little bit. Right. Switch lock. There we go. So now we should be able to drop everything from here into our large car containers. Which are here. So we're gonna drop all the raw resources in the first container, and then we're gonna take the components and drop them in the second container. Well, let's see if we can keep up with that, but that's the effort we're gonna try to do. Now, how are my refineries doing? My refinery is currently doing the silver, which is nice, but I don't really need it right now. So let's put it back into our container, and let's focus on just having the magnesium being refined, because we will need quite a lot of ammo for the guns we're going to be building. That means I now have a full container, 421. We have actually quite a lot of space to trigger our drill to go down one more step. So let's go to this piston and say on. So now you're going to go down. You should be drilling now all this iron away in here. And that should all go into my refinery. And while this is happening, we can focus on the rest of this. You know what? We could actually remove all of this here, because I won't need it for the moment. And it will just make some space. And then we can put that away, and then I'll move the rover and we continue on this build. So that should set us up pretty well. 2 extra containers. We got another container down there, which is a bit of a shame, but for the moment, that's going to leave it like that. Now, we will have to add some defenses because this one turret is definitely not enough. And what I was thinking is we could maybe like add a row of defenses to the left and a row of defenses to the right. So we just go out with a pipe, bend, and then just put like 3 defense towers here and 3 defense towers here, and that should kind of cover the whole base for now. We could also put maybe 2 assault guns on here as well, if needed. That should leave this space open for connecting whatever. We could put a landing pad here, we'll see. So, let's start with building a conveyor block there. And give this, of course, the red color. One here. One here. And I think we need to put a... Maybe we put a connector here for the moment. Large one. Okay, let's get some materials. Because at least when we have a connector there, we at least have a like access point where we can withdraw materials from, which is handy. And then we just weld up the other 2 blocks, the conveyors, and then from there we can start with the connection towards our defense towers. So we start with 1 here, and we will have to go out, let's see, 3, 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Then conveyor. I think I'm gonna go for a straight conveyor. Like that. And then on that we can put the regular conveyor. Then we can put another straight conveyor like that. And then we can go back to our pipe. How many did we do in between here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what I'm going to have to do here is, my plan is to build this complete up into the turrets. Then we will make a blueprint of that and move that to the other side as well. And use the same to work on another turret series there. So because of that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put another pipe here. So we don't need to figure that out on which direction the pipe is. Alright, so let's put that in here. So if I blueprint this, then it doesn't matter where I put it, it's going to be left or right. It could even do the same on the other side, but I think I'm going to leave it like this. Although, no, it's okay, we can use it like that. Good. Alright, let's get some more of the resources. Anyway, I think I'll leave the rest for time-lapse, so you can see this all being built in like a speedy manner. You know what I should do? I should put batteries in. Just to make sure that these things are autonomous. And it also gives me backup batteries when needed. So if I grind these blocks away and I put a battery underneath, then each of these towers will have their own power source. So if there is a conveyor broken, that means that the battery is going to keep the turret working with the ammo that it still has inside. At least that gives it a little bit of time before it breaks down completely. And let's just build some welder blocks here and here. That way I don't need to weld up these batteries myself. I just need to put it in production. Alright, once these batteries are all welded up, we should be able to then start this time lapse and get this done and over with. So what we probably need to do is not build up the bottom part because we don't know what it's going to be on the other side. So I'm just going to focus on the outside ring and then work my way up. All right. Anyway, let's go into the time lapse now. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to disconnect this one for a second. That way I can blueprint this whole thing. And then I can use it on the other side. And once it's blueprinted, I'm just going to finish the foundation of the turrets. Call this turret grids Proxima Beyond Season 2. Right, there we go. So now we can also weld up this side of it with the same turret setup like the other side. Let me just set this up to be only buildable. That way this whole thing is not showing up and blocking my view. Alright, so this should be a pretty decent defense. Everything that comes from any side should have at least some defense coming their way. The only thing I could do is probably extend and add a turret or two on the left and the right here, just to defend my drill. By the way, how deep are we? Okay, seems like we have only a sliver of iron here. That was not very thick. Alright. Are you full or are we refining everything? I think we should be fine in refining. Refinery. The refinery is currently doing still stone. Alright, this seems to be the only ores we have. Stone, iron, cobalt, platinum, and silver. Let me just try to get this stone to be refined first, just to get it out of my containers. Normally it should follow that sequence. I don't see any other ore anywhere else, just stone being scattered around all over the place. So either Izzy or a sorting system might be a good idea, but maybe not now. I think we can turn off these drills for a bit. until this thing has settled down. So let's go to the control panel, drills, and let's turn these off so they stop adding more to this inventory. Now that the magnesium has been refined, it might be a good idea to just start putting some Gatling ammo in every of these. So let's see, Gatling. That's the only thing we have. Okay, so let's produce about 500 and put this in priority. All right, and we're gonna make some assault ones as well. Let's say 60. Let's put these behind the Gatling. And I'm gonna put two Gatling, not Gatling, we're gonna put two assault cannons on top of this here. Need some resources from here. There we go. This should be a pretty decent defended base. I'm wondering this. I mean, this hydrogen tank is nice, but it's also very unsafe. I'm wondering if we could make like a landing pad on top of this here, so we can build our flyer up here then. That means we could, instead of making this rail, we could make a rail with a bit of a stairs that goes up, and then we'd go to the landing pad instead. Today's progress felt good. 2 new containers built, the first perimeter defense towers are in place, each with their own battery backup to keep them running even if the grid takes a hit. And though it wasn't part of the original plan, I wrapped up the day by building a small landing pad. Might come in handy sooner than I think. The refinery is focused on magnesium for now, and ammo production is underway. There's no threats on the horizon yet, but I know that's gonna change once I start scouting the surrounding area. With the sun setting behind the ridge and the base humming quietly around me, I think it's time to call it a day and get some rest. Tomorrow's work can wait, for now. And that is gonna wrap it up for today. I know this was a bit of a shorter episode compared to the usual, but sometimes these focused build sessions are just part of the journey. Thank you so much for watching and sticking around. There's definitely more to come as we push deeper into the story, and I hope you enjoyed the adventure so far. Feel free to leave a like, comment even, and I will see you next time. This was Beeblebum. Goodbye for now.